kickoff to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Green. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack, now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Snap it to the back. Look out, he's got room.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Gonna take a shot. He is
Touch the
lucky
ball,
to get that
man.
one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you gotta secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field. There he goes. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. lose this hat. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Woo-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Green. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's going to fire to the left. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just... Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB. If you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Coming out with it, it's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Under fire. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds, and they'll lose a few on that play.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
What?
Over the middle.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him
That should have been a pick.
45. We reached the win. Arkansas has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Back to the ground with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Horton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the
Well, why did they stop running?
It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on fourth down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll pull it on the read. Finds a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Back to throw, it's Green. A lot of defenders around on that screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Anthony. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's Anthony. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse.
And toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Defense not showing press coverage. He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Alabama will get the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Looking to throw at Simpson. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
And the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Simpson. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
This is a designed run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes
Oh my
gosh,
you're doing
throw the
good.
football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Makes a catch down the
How
right
do you
side.
take that down?
Here he goes. Inside the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Green. Trying to burn this defensive back. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Anthony. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect.
There he goes to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give is to Miller. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Incomplete, man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
That's reeled in. It's Horton. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Down in the 4th quarter, It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Green. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Caught near the sticks. It's Anthony. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the stomping has commenced. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another.
He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. This offense has it with really good field position. Dropping back, it's Green. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Razorbacks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9. punch it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to...